Hi everyone, my name is Emma and this is Emma Roseman Books, and I wanted to celebrate getting 400 subscribers. Now this is a little bit late. I think I passed 400 on Friday last week, maybe, but I've had such a busy weekend. I went to the Association of Breastfeeding Mothers conference and their 40th birthday celebrations, and I was able to read a little section of Milk at their celebrations, which was just so lovely, really meaningful and poignant and beautiful. Loved it. Saw loads of really good speakers. I might blog about it actually. Anyway, so there was that. It was also my daughter's second birthday on Sunday, and we had loads of other kind of commitments and stuff as well, so it's been just mad. So yeah, I'm sorry it's taken me a few days to get around to this, but anyway, I wanted to do a shout out. I think it's always nice to celebrate having a particular number of subscribers by just like passing the love on, I guess. So I've gone through the people I subscribe to and I've picked out the channels that at the moment I'm watching the most. There's a real mixture here between bigger channels and smaller channels, and also BookTube and AuthorTube. So I'll tell you a little bit about each channel, but these are ones that at the moment I'm really enjoying. So in no particular order. The first person I've got on my list is Dane from Dane Reads. I talked about Dane in my last video. So Dane does a little bit of BookTube, mostly BookTube, and he also does the odd AuthorTube video. He has a book, in fact he has a few books out. I'd really like to read his book Driven, it sounds really interesting. But yeah, so he mostly talks about BookTube because he reads lots and lots of books. He has a cat called Biggie, and well actually I think Biggie has a human called Dane, and Biggie is spoilt and well looked after, well loved, and Biggie picks Dane's TBR at the moment, which is just brilliant. So yeah, I would recommend Dane's channel. Obviously all of these channels I'm going to leave below so you can go and check them all out. Next up I have got Charlie Heathcote. Charlie again is a bit of BookTube and a bit of AuthorTube. He's doing, I would say, a little bit more AuthorTube content at the moment because he's working on some new books in his Doris series. I would really recommend his books. I have read the first one and I'm going to get hold of the second one. They're kind of a bit Keeping Up Appearances-y if you're British and you ever watched that show. But Charlie has quite a dry, witty sense of humour. His wool gathering videos are very funny. Yeah, it's just quite sort of sarcastic, and his writing style is also sort of very humorous and wry, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah, he makes me laugh and I really recommend his channel. Lauren Wade is my next one. Lauren talks a lot about feminist literature. I find that I'm quite interested in a lot of the books that she talks about, so she's a booktuber. She does also occasionally talk about, well, she goes to things like book festivals and talks about those. She also trained and did a marathon, so at the time she talked about that. She does ballet, so she sometimes talks about that as well. So there's other interesting bits in there, but yeah, I really find that I like the books that she talks about. She reads some really interesting things, and she has a lovely, like, she comes across really well on camera as well, and I really enjoy watching her videos. Next up, another Lauren in the books. Lauren does BookTube content, this Lauren. She is probably the most bubbly person I have ever seen, and in a recent video I think she did like a Q&A type video and somebody said, "Are you actually that cheerful?" And she was like, yeah I am. She just, I don't know, brightens up your day. It's like you watch her video and everything just seems better because she's so cheerful. She makes, like I said, mostly, well, she does BookTube stuff. She does like TBRs, and then she does like wrap-ups, and she does what I'm reading at the moment. She also does cozy reading nights, which are really nice, where she sort of vlogs. She also does like favourites videos, and then she's also doing an alphabet series where for each letter of the alphabet she has a theme and then she investigates that theme. So over the last little while she's been looking into fast fashion, and then she's made a video about that. So yeah, I guess she's on to G next. I don't know what she's doing for G. So yeah, a lovely channel there. The next one I've got is Bookham Jenna. Jenna is a fairly newcomer to BookTube. But I really like her style. So her recent tag video that she did, which was the, I don't even remember, and I tagged her to do it. It's terrible, isn't it? Let's look it up because I can't remember the title of it, honestly. The heat's getting to me. She did the, oh yeah, the dilemma of a book nerd book tag. Yeah, I think so. She did it all drawn and that was really cool. She's got a really cute dog. She's a teacher. I'm an ex-teacher, so I find I identify with her. Yeah, I just, I like her channel and the way that she talks about things as well, so she's another good one. Next up, I've got A Sea of Tomes. Katie from A Sea of Tomes is, she does booktube and she's really into Good Omens, which I've just read. She talks about all sorts of different books. And she makes quite lengthy videos where she goes into quite a lot of detail. She has a very soft voice, and I just think she's quite lovely to listen to, and she's very involved on social media as well. So yeah, another lovely channel. Basically Brit, she is another booktuber, and she is not English, but I can't remember where she is from, so I'm not going to say because I'm not actually sure. She's European. Anyway, she does videos about booktube, but she also is very artistic and she paints the most beautiful pictures. So she talks about those. She has an Etsy shop where she's selling some of those images, and yeah, I love the way that she talks about books. I love the vlogs that she does. She goes through periods where she vlogs really regularly. Yeah, she just has a lot of interesting things to say, and I love all the creative stuff that she does. Next up is Book Your Imagination. Anne, who does Book Your Imagination, is just, I just think she's very interesting. She talks about books and she also talks about the theatre a lot. She comes across so well. I love the way she edits her videos. They're just always really well put together. And she also is very concise, which is great. Her videos are always like to the point. So yeah, I really like Book Your Imagination. Next one is Getting Hygge with It. She, as it would suggest, focuses on like cosy reading. I love the way that she talks about books. She comes across very sort of, you know, calming, and the videos have a nice feel to them, as the name of the channel would suggest. So I do enjoy watching her videos. Next, I've got Savage Reads. I really love his videos. I think that, again, the way he talks about books is really interesting. And I'm just looking up, he did an interview a few weeks ago and it was really, really good. Who was it with? It was with Elizabeth McNeil, who wrote The Doll Factory, which I would like to read. And in the interview, she's throwing pottery, and it's just, I don't know, it's a lovely interview. She comes across so amazingly, and just watching somebody throwing pottery as well, I just really, really love that video. But yeah, again, just in general, the way that he talks about books is just, I find it really interesting. I enjoy his channel. Next up is Rae B. Shaw. Now, she's an author tuber, and she is American, and she makes just really good author tube content. Again, I really like her personality. I think she, the way that she talks about writing is really lovely. I enjoy her channel. I've watched her for a while. Let me see. She does. She did a load of stuff during Camp Nano. Has she been on a year? Oh, okay. So she's at a year. I feel like she's been around for longer. Mind you, I haven't been around for much more than a year, so I feel like I'm some kind of veteran. Yeah, you know, she does like goals videos and writing vlogs and that kind of thing, and yeah, I just think that she seems really lovely and interesting. Next up, I've got Guitar Book Review. So he's a booktuber, and he reviews all his book in song. He reviews all his books in song, and I just think it's hilarious. So he uses well-known songs, so he's done them to like Nirvana, and then reviews a book, and I just think it's brilliant. I'm all for rewriting pop songs with other lyrics and doing like a parody. Is just, yeah, love it. He's so funny. I would check that out. Next is Nikki J. Marcus. Nikki is an author tuber, and I believe she writes under more than one pen name, and she does some really interesting videos about writing. She also works as an editor, I believe, so she also talks about that. So I think her viewpoint on writing is really interesting, and hence why I enjoy her channel. And then finally, another author tuber, Katie Kavanagh. I think I pronounced her surname right. She is another American author tuber, and I can't remember what her book is called. But anyway, the reason why I like her channel, because I don't know, because she's writing it, I don't know. Anyway, but what she does is she makes videos where she looks up how well-known writers write. So for instance, like how Stephen King has said he structures his day and things like that, and then she tries to copy how they write, so like the number of words and eating the same kind of food and taking the same kind of breaks and that kind of thing, and they're really really funny and really interesting. So yeah, I love that series. But in general, she makes really good writing videos, like tips and NaNoWriMo stuff, and she's quite outdoorsy as well, I believe. She filmed some stuff a little while ago where she was like hiking and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think she's got a really great channel as well. So I hope you found some channels there that you enjoy. Maybe you already subscribed to some of them. Go say hi, and if you like, you can say that you came from here. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers and everybody who chats to me and likes and comments and all the stuff. Really appreciate it, and I cannot believe that I'm at 400 subscribers. So thank you so much. Please like if you did. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more videos about reading and writing, and I will see you all on Friday for my usual upload, because this was a little bonus one. Take care. Bye!